it is a perfect day. The weather could not be nicer. After so many scorching hot days this summer, today is not too humid, not too hot. Beautiful sunshine, big puffy clouds. And we took advantage by taking Walter on his first ever hike. He's a little hard to see, but he's tucked in against Jenny right now, having a nap. He's sleeping right through his first hike. Not very exciting, huh? Sleep is kind of his way of showing that he really appreciates something, though, so I guess he's having a good time, too. Well, we're going to keep walking, and eventually we're going to get to a beautiful stream. You can catch up with us there. When my family goes on hikes, we like to keep our eyes peeled for intrigues, both large and small. You never know when you might come across a deer, or a hummingbird, or a wildflower, or a troll. It helps to be patient, because sometimes we walk for a long time before we notice anything particularly exciting. Now and then we pause for a moment to check in. Lion likes to give Jenny hugs and peek at Walter. And then we go on, and on, and on. And just when we think that the whole forest is one great sameness where nothing different or special ever happens, we discover something new and extraordinary. Whoa! Would you take a look at this incredible mushroom? Of all the fungus I've ever seen, this is among the most spectacular. How about you, Lion?
Does it look like anything else that you know?
It's just gorgeous. It looks exactly like some incredible coral that you might find in the ocean. But it's not in the ocean. It's here in the woods. It's like coming across a fantastic statue. Just a stunning work of art made by nature. Mwah! Magnifico.
After discovering that tremendous cauliflower mushroom, we started noticing mushrooms of all colors, shapes, and sizes throughout the forest. The astonishing variety of the mushroom world was on full display. It is mushroom season here in New England.
What do you think? Is it a good idea to eat that mushroom? No. No way. Never, ever, ever eat mushrooms that you come across in the woods unless you are with an expert who knows which mushrooms are good for people and which ones are poisonous. Dun, 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 dun. But they are super beautiful to look at, aren't they? Just gorgeous.
Some fungi grow right out of the forest floor, while others colonize rotting trees and logs. They help to break down and decay dead plant matter so that it can become food for the forest. Without these fungi, our forests could not live. Sometimes more than one kind of fungus colonize the same tree. They've taken over the entire tree from the very bottom of the trunk as far up as I can see. That tells me that this tree probably won't be living and standing for very much longer. Soon it will fall down, and the fungi inside the trunk will continue to break it down and turn it back into usable nutrients for the forest. Similar to that first cauliflower mushroom that we saw, this fungus looks an awful lot like oceanic coral. It never ceases to amaze me how the shapes of nature seem to repeat themselves. Lots of mushrooms like these puffballs don't just eat dead trees, they have a symbiotic relationship with trees. They help the roots to reach, take in, and absorb the water and nutrients they need to grow. Keep up the good work, puffballs! As promised, our trail led us to a beautiful babbling stream. Just listen to nature's music.
High five. Thank you for the hug. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. Let's have a seat.
It looks like Lion's off to frolic and splash in the stream. Have fun, little Lion. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath in the shallows of a woodland stream. What a lovely way to spend a summer day. It looks like the gentle water music is lulling Walter to sleep. Nature is full of lullabies, is she not? Well, I guess if Walter is going to go for a nap, maybe Lion and I can see if we can find a few more mushrooms growing around the water. Let's take a look. Sure enough, we only had to walk about 10 feet or so when we discovered these beautiful orange mushrooms growing right on the banks of the stream. What a magical place to call home. Look who we found, floating on the surface of the stream, trying to reach the shore. A super hairy caterpillar. I'm used to seeing caterpillars on land, where they inch along, up and down, up and down. I thought it was fascinating to discover that on water, a caterpillar S's back and forth, almost like a snake. We watched our hairy friend climb ashore. It looked a little bedraggled, but very much relieved to be back on solid ground. Just a few minutes after climbing ashore, we found that hairy little caterpillar on our blanket. Now, I love caterpillars, and I love this caterpillar, but hairy caterpillars like this, you do not want to touch them. I'm not an expert on caterpillars, but I know that if they're hairy and brightly colored, they could be really, really bad for my body. Lion smartly picked up a stick, let that little critter crawl aboard, and then carried it to a safe place where the caterpillar could go free once again. Good luck, little caterpillar. It's incredible to think that one day soon, this hairy little caterpillar is going to transform and grow wings and soar into the air and help pollinate the plants of our world. As much as I love to explore and discover things while I'm hiking, it's so important to take moments to just be very still and quiet, to notice the sunshine and appreciate the sounds of the water and the wind and the leaves, to smell the pine in the air, and of course, to think about the ones you love. I think when we get back home, it'll be time for a good book or two.
Would you like to help hold the book? Thanks as always, Lion. Ready? This is Planting a Rainbow by Louis Elhert, who's both the author and the illustrator of this very beautiful book. You can see that it's going to be a gorgeous book just by looking at the artwork on the covers, huh? I'm excited to see what we find inside. Special thanks, of course, to Louis Elhert and to Harcourt Incorporated. Planting a Rainbow. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them in the ground. Orange tiger lily bulb, red tulip bulb, orange tulip bulb, yellow daffodil bulb, blue hyacinth bulb, purple crocus corm, purple-bearded iris rhizome. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. For spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. That is an exciting time. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. Poppy, delphinium, violets, pansies, ferns, and carnations. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil. And watch the rainbow grow. I see tiger lilies, daisies, phlox, aster, marigold, zinnia, morning glory. So many beautiful flowers in their garden, huh? You watch it grow and grow and grow. We have some red flowers, like tulips, carnations, and roses. And orange flowers, like tulips and zinnias, and tiger lilies and poppies. I have both poppies and tiger lilies in my garden. And some yellow blooms, daisies, marigolds, sunflowers, daffodils. We grow something green. Ferns. I have some ferns growing on my porch. Maybe we can visit them later today. And some blue flowers. Morning glories, delphinium, hyacinth, and cornflowers. And some purple flowers, too, like crocuses, phlox, iris, violets, asters, and pansies. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. Sounds like they like to bring bouquets into their house, to bring the rainbow inside with them. And when summer is over, we know we can grow a rainbow again next year. I enjoyed that story too. Did you see any flowers that looked just right for you, Bumblebee Lion? You seem to think that all the flowers are just right for you, huh? I know, they're very delicious and beautiful. I have another book over here about rainbows. Do you think we should look at it right now? Oh, let me help you with your mask so you can see our book a little better. There we go. Have you ever noticed when you wear a fancy costume, sometimes they slip over your eyes and make it hard to see? That happens to Lion a lot these days, since she will not take off her bumblebee suit. Okay, can you see better now? Are you ready to hold the book for us? Super duper, thanks as always, bud. Our next rainbow book is called Black is a Rainbow Color, and it's written by Angela Joy and illustrated by Ikuya Holmes. Let's take a look together. Special thanks to Angela Joy, Ikuya Holmes, and their publishers at Roaring Book Press. Black is a rainbow color. Red is a rainbow color. Green sits next to blue. Yellow, orange, violet, indigo, they are rainbow colors too. But my color is black, and there's no black in rainbows. Black as a crayon, tangled in a box. Black as a feather on white winter snow. Black as the dirt where sunflowers grow. My color is black. Black are the braids in my best friend's hair. Black are the bottoms of summertime feet. Black are soft circles that spinning down the street. My color is black. Black is a rhythm. Black is the blues. Black is sidewalking in spit shine soons. Black is the robe on Thurgood's back. Black are the trains on the railroad tracks. Black are the eyes on salted peas. Black are the shadows of old magnolia trees. Black is molasses from tall sugar cane. Black is soft singing. Hush now, don't explain. That's Billie Holiday's, one of my idols, one of my absolute favorite musicians. Black is the skillet for bread to fry. Black are dreams and raisins left out in the sun to dry. Black is the color of ink staining page. Black is the mask that shelters his rage. Black are the birds in cages that sing. Black is a color. Black is a culture. Black is history. Black is family. Black is memory. Black is community. Black is the love that lives inside me. My color is black. Black are the stones bearing witness to prayer. Black is the faith in a freedom not seen. We have a dream. Black was the man who gave the world his dream. Black is a color. Black is a culture. Black is the heart of a candle and flame. Black is the power of movement and pain. Black are the branches that carry my name. Weaving, wrapping, lifting, laughing, hoping, grasping, quiet, strong. Our color is black. So you see, there is no black in rainbows. No black in green or blue. But in my backs of crayons, black is a rainbow color too. Thank you for listening. Black may not be the color of my skin, but black is a beautiful color.
A really good book like this one isn't over when you get to the end. It keeps up with you. You keep thinking about it, you keep feeling it. It helps you dig into and chew on all kinds of good questions, and all that chewing is good for you. It helps you grow. Reading Black as a Rainbow Color helped me ask myself what I can do to be a better friend, ally, and helper to black and brown people. Well, one thing I can do is I can celebrate blackness. I can show that black is beautiful. Today, I'd like to show you that black is beautiful in my garden. It's just a little idea I had. Nothing incredible. It's not going to change the world, but It might start changing the way you think about the taste of the color black. See if you can guess what I'm up to. In case you don't recognize this material, this is birch bark. I found it on our hike in the woods. What can you do with birch bark? What can you do with birch bark? Well, looks like I'm putting it in a flower pot. Am I gonna plant the birch bark? You can't grow a tree from bark, can you? Tell you what, let's fast forward a bit to see what on earth I'm up to. What else do you recognize in this picture? The big white circles are onions, the red circles are Black Prince tomatoes, delish, the yellow circles are yellow pear tomatoes, the green cones are spicy jalapeno peppers, and that little bit of white stuff at the top of the bowl is garlic. Doesn't look like I'm celebrating the beauty of blackness with my vegetables. Or am I? As you can see, I used the birch bark to start a fire in the clay pot. Now do you have any idea what I might be doing to celebrate the beauty of blackness? I'll give you a hint. Have you ever roasted marshmallows over a fire? Have you tasted the caramelly goodness of a golden brown marshmallow? Or maybe you're the kind of person who likes to burn your marshmallows so they're completely blackened on the outside and super like crispy crunchy and they have that ooey gooey center. Well, whether you like your marshmallows golden, brown, or black, their delicious yummy taste comes from their color. You might be thinking, that's all well and good, Dan, but you don't have any marshmallows, you got a bunch of vegetables. And that's true. And frankly, lucky me. I prefer vegetables to marshmallows. Yeah, that's right. I prefer vegetables to marshmallows. Live with it. Now, what am I doing with that thing? What is that thing? That thing's a grill. A grill? Doesn't look like your family grill? I don't have a normal grill. So I decided to use my ingenuity to figure out a way to roast some vegetables. I gave away what I'm up to! I guess you had probably figured it out at this point anyway. My plan is to char or blacken the outside of my vegetables so that they form a smoky, dark, flavorful outer shell. The intense heat from the flames is going to caramelize the sugars in these vegetables, and their juices are just going to bubble away on the insides under that beautiful black skin. I decided to pick some just ripened sweet cayenne peppers to add to the mix. They're long, skinny, orange and red, a little bit spicy, and they have a fantastic sweetness. They're one of the vegetables I've been most excited to try and that I've had to wait the longest for. It's an exciting day to be in the garden. Whenever my teeny tiny mini fire goes out, I just give it some fresh fuel and a little air. There we go. These jalapenos have blackened nicely. They're just about done. See how charred my Black Prince tomatoes have become? They're gonna be yummy. I didn't do such a great job of filming this part, but as I'm taking the blackened vegetables off the fire, I'm putting them in a clay pot and covering it with a clay plate. The vegetables steam inside in their own juices, and that helps to loosen the charred skin. And that's going to make these vegetables way easier to peel. See? The skin comes off no problem, revealing the tender, sweet, smoky, flavorful vegetables underneath. Now these charred vegetables are ready to get turned into a delicious dish. First, I finish breaking everything down. That means taking the seeds out of the peppers and chopping everything into smaller bits and pieces. I'm going to be adding all these vegetables to some corn that I just cut from the cob. We'll throw in a little bit of lime juice, lime zest, maybe a tiny bit of vinegar. That should do it. I bet it's going to be delicious. Oh, and maybe for a kicker, I could add in some cheddar, or some queso fresco, or some pepper jack, or cotija, or Gouda, or blue cheese, or goat cheese, or ricotta cheese, or mozzarella, or manchego, or feta, or brie, or Gruyere. How am I going to choose one? It's a good thing I don't have most of those in my fridge at the moment. Stir, stir, stir. Here's that lime juice I said I'd throw in there. Lime juice, pinch of salt, another pinch. Some cracked black pepper. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, 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 stir. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And what makes this dish absolutely delicious and not just regular old plain boring good? It's the smoky caramel flavors imparted by that beautiful blackness.